Today we will be talking about everything journey and journey steps and how to unlock lore, how to follow the lore and the story. But first, so as a person that has been playing loads and loads of Conan Exile, and I have been battling the journey steps of said game, I feel like I have a unique and kind of a good baseline to go on to talk about what I like or maybe don't like about journey steps in Dune Awakening. But first, a word from our sponsor. And the sponsor is obviously Henry, the cult leader. So if you haven't yet bought your Dune Awakening edition pre-order, the standard, deluxe or ultimate edition, I have an affiliate code that me and Henry would be so grateful if you used when you buy your edition. The link will be posted down below in the description, and we will be so appreciative if you use that buying your edition. And thank you so much, Henry, for joining this ad segment, which isn't really an ad, it's more like an awareness segment. So as we do know in Conan Exile, if you're a new player, if you are experienced player, journey steps is everything else but fluent and easy to follow sometimes. Or, as I would say, they are not really easy to remember to follow or activate, for that matter. So in Dune Awakening, you will have none of the issues that we know and love from Conan Exile. So when you start playing Dune Awakening and you take your first step, don't fright, because you will be able to see your journey step right away if you press tab. Up here is this tab. This tab is going to be your best friend. It looks something like this. I'm going to move my camera so you guys can see it better. Maybe here, There we go. So the journey tab is a collection tab for journey steps / story. You have contracts, you have codex, and you have tutorials. So everything you learn in Dune Awakening, tutorial learning, will be in here, and you will be able to check them again through this tab. One of the more important steps will be this one, which is the contract trade post section. It's where all of your contracts that you find out in the world, talking to NPCs or maybe finding on POIs, or that you can pick up from the different trade posts on the map. When you have picked up a contract, you can choose to pin it, as you can see here, or track it by this button, and that will allow it to show up here, as you can see. Tracking it does not mean that any of your other contract won't be tracked as well. All it means is that will show on the screen. So if we go back in here, when you have finished a contract, even if it isn't tracked, it will finish in the background if you have delivered or fulfilled any of the criteria in the contract. For some of them, you're gonna have to go to the trade post and like deliver it to get your reward. Some of them, when you pick them up from around the map, you will be able to get your reward right here in this tab. So you have to go in, check if it is finished, and then get your reward over here. There will be a button showing that you can click to claim. So no matter if you are tracking it or not, if you are doing the things they want you to do, it will check off and it will pop up on your screen that it is finished. And then journeys. So in this little tab with the banner, you have journey steps as we know them in Conan Exile, or story as we know them in here in Dune Awakening. So it will be split up in areas and regions. As you can see here, this is one of the first Find Fremen journey steps. I won't go in and show a bunch of things that might be spoiling the story for you, so you don't have to be worried that you are gonna get spoilers right now. I wanted to do this video quite early in my playthrough here on the content creator and press build, so nothing spoiler will show that you won't see when you take your first step in your journey in Dune Awakening. And then we have a new beginning, which is the very first steps that you will be checking off, just doing what you need to do to survive in your first 15 to an hour of your playthrough. And then further down, there will be more steps coming in as you proceed into the game, exploring, talking to NPC, etc. And just like we saw and we talked about in the trade post contract tab, this is where Conan Exile's headaches is no more. No, not coming with us for Dune Awakening. Because just like the contract, they will operate in the background. The only reason to track something is if you want to see it up on screen. What am I doing next? Every one of these stories you will be able to finish without tracking them. They will finish while you're doing your thing, exploring, shooting, looting and scooting, you know, all those things that we know and love. So no more having to remember to track and remember what order we need to do things, unlocking workbenches only if we track a certain journey and so and so and so. Bless your heart, Conan, I love you, but it's a hassle. So this is such a smooth journey. You just play and it will just do its thing. And if you ever need someone to hold your hand, you just go in here, you pick one and you track it and you learn, like you read this. Unless you're dyslexic like myself, then you don't see text and you don't read things, and then you stumble, and then chat has to tell you, go in and check the text, read the text. But yeah, it will show up on screen, all the objectives, but you will have to be going into the tab to see the information. And then when it's done, the reward will be here and you can claim it. Some of them, I think, claims by itself. Also, FYI, disclaimer, this is still an unfinished build. This is really close to due date, but I have to say that it might be even smoother a ride when this game releases in about a month. So there might be changes, hopefully not too many, because, you know, gold. But yeah, the changes will then only be for the better, so yeah. And as you see here is a journey step that I haven't gotten to yet, that will be unlocking while I explore and proceed and find POIs, etc. You can see what the reward is. Here it says XP, 100 XP, and that will go to your XP right away when you unlock. I'm pretty sure you don't even have to touch anything here. When you have done all the objectives, it will just give you the XP. And while we get some story and some lore doing the journey steps, as you can see, we get some backstory, we get some help, we get some insight, but we also get a lot of story in here. So in this little tab up here, looking like a book, it's the codex. This is also a type of journey step tab, but more into really teaching you what's going on, the lore, the story, and all of that. And once again, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, so I'm not gonna touch any of these. But you can see, oh, look at the hacking art. I'm just looking side. Don't run over my dog. He's licking something over there, so it's all good. Look at that. Are we not just the biggest fan of the Muad'Dib? Come on, let's go. So this is where you also will get a lot of the story just by like looking through this tab. Amazing art. I'm a big fan. The whole comic book looking style, 10 out of 10. I won't be touching in on any of this because I don't want to spoil too much for you, but I wanted to give you kind of some type of insight of how they planned for you to be able to follow the story and do your journeying journeying and how easy it all kind of just flows while you explore and see the world. And I'm so happy to see that they did it like that. The struggle bus have been struggling with the CE game. So this is so much better. I feel like I'm something that we talked about on my stream as well. And this whole video is thanks to my community. They were raising a lot of questions about how the difference between the Conan Exile journey steps and Dune Awakening journeys will be looking like, because we have gotten to see a little bit of these tabs in the live streams that Tasha have been hosting, but we haven't seen in depth how it works or how you guys are going to be able to unlock things and yeah, how it works. So the worry was, like in Conan Exile, that we will have to run around to find notes and stuff like that in the universe to figure out the story. A lot of community members was not up to date with the movies and the lore, the old series, the movies, the universe, in the universe in its whole, and was basically questioning if it was worth playing this game even though you knew nothing about the Dune universe. I'm a big fan of the Star Wars Dune universe, all the movies, the old and the new. I would not have needed that to enjoy and learn the story of this game. Even though we do know that they are taking a different route than the books and the movies. Sorry, not series. I was thinking about the books earlier. But the books and the movies, you will be able to learn the entirety of what's going on and the story and the lore and everything just playing through the game. And it really is not a struggle finding out these pieces of information. You will find them just doing your thing out and about, and it is quite smooth of a transition from playing other survivor crafters. I know this is an MMO hybrid, but it really does play like a survival crafter, but with the benefits of being able to go and visit your friends and play with a bunch of people and interact with new people and just banter. So yeah, this was I just wanted to do like a short guide showcase of the journey steps, the story, the lore tab, so you kind of feel like you have a grasp on things when you start your journey. And if there is any more questions you have about any of the menu tabs or the journeys or whatever, please don't hesitate to comment down below. Once again, if you haven't bought your Dune Awakening edition, any of the three for the upcoming launch, please go and use my link to buy it. It helps me out tremendously. Sola makes sure that the community will be able to support us creators. That is not only gonna be absolutely no-lifing the game, but also creating content and support the devs in showing off the game and loving on the game. So please go and use my link to support me and Henry's journey through Dune Awakening and this year saving up for our very own new home. So big thank you to Funcom for letting me be a part of this journey. Can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it too. And make sure that if you have any questions at all, that you put them down below. And if you haven't already, press that subscribe button. Please do that. And like the video, goddammit, if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you, Sola, once again for providing the affiliate link. And the link is down below. The link is down below. Thank you so much. More videos will come soon, and just you wait. When Dune releases, there will be Dune videos as far as the eyes can see. But thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.